Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning back in the channel. I know it's been a minute. Just trying to get settled in the new apartment here, and obviously we all just coming off the holidays and the new year, and whatnot. So, trying to keep this thing off a little bit. Get back to the channel recordings and whatnot. Talking about tech news and gaming and all that stuff. So, really quick, without further ado, let's get into it. So we had CES this past week. I think it's still going on right now. Well, it was last week, but I know that they're probably wrapping up things in Vegas still right now, behind the scenes. Who knows? But they announced a lot of stuff. The big thing this year at CES, I noticed, as we all know, is moving into technology. It's moving like speed of light as it always is. There's a lot of AI stuff from Microsoft, Copilot. A lot of people like NVIDIA. NVIDIA partnered with Microsoft, Intel, AMD, all these guys partnered with Microsoft on stuff that's larger than gaming, and stuff like home automation, the workflows and things like that in the office and whatnot. A lot of new auto tech, interface, AI, self-driving cars, and whatnot. A lot of people like Toyota were there, GMC was there, and we had like Delta Airlines, the CEO of I think it was like Delta Airlines, but not excuse me, talking about how they're integrating AI and next gen software and cybersecurity and stuff for making flights more efficient, safer, and more advanced, if you will, and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of cool tech. Then we got to the gaming space. Lenovo showed off a lot of their stuff with the vice president of Microsoft's Xbox innovation, Jason Ronald, who was there talking about how they're integrating a lot of the Xbox integration with Windows, putting Windows on the wayside kind of thing when it comes to gaming. You just launch your Xbox, you launch you want your games, your Game Pass stuff. You just launch it. It works just like it would when you turn on an Xbox, pop it on and whatnot. You hit the tab and then you're good to go. A lot of integration there with Microsoft Windows, Xbox, and Steam. Obviously, it's a lot of devices. Microsoft getting in the handheld space as well, as we all know and stuff. So a lot of software-based stuff. They show like new peripherals like keyboards and mouses and new controllers and things like that as well for the gaming space. Other things. I would say NVIDIA really was there in a big way, though. Obviously, with Microsoft's partnership in their software and everything like that, and their open sourceness of what Microsoft is. NVIDIA and Microsoft are really working hand in hand together with a lot of tech, especially when it comes to AI and robotics and stuff. Yes, you can cue that Terminator music if you'd like. That's where we're going. Robotics they're I could see us having the first actual walking robots on our streets in a lot of major cities first, probably the bigger markets, both here in the U.S. and overseas, whatever. Probably by 2030, I wouldn't be surprised. So like just to test those things, they're prototyping these things left, right, and center right now, and like a lot of executives' homes and whatnot, obviously, that are creating the tech and the ingenuity that goes into it. And then also getting back to the gaming space, which I thought was really awesome, is MSI was there in a big way, the new motherboards and stuff. So they had this motherboard that, like for us enthusiasts who like that big old power, the bells and whistles and everything like that. It was MSI. It was like a motherboard. It was like godlike. They have 3 different tiers, right? They had the edge one, which was like kind of like the lower entry level, a little bit of the niche one, and then they had the mid, the mid ground one, which is like between gamers and people who just want a high end PC, whatnot, for workflow and developer, whatnot, graphic designs, graphic arts, whatever it is they may use it for. Some gaming, obviously, if they do that. But then you have godlike one, which is like all like, hey, here's your gaming stuff. You're pimped out, for the 50 series that's coming out. They did announce the 50 series, obviously, for gaming. AMD talked about their 9000 series chipset, 3D, whatnot, for gaming. Everybody had Xbox at the helm. Obviously, LG on their showcase, they had an amazing showcase too. LG talked more about the TVs, things like that, but they also said that just like Samsung did a couple years back, all their LG TVs are going to have Microsoft Cloud, Xbox Cloud Gaming now this year on them. With newer models for newer and older models coming later on this year. I think probably I would say no later than probably like they say later this year, but I would say no later than like May or June. You'll start seeing a lot of these new TVs with the Xbox app right next to like the Netflix app and stuff like that, and the Roku app, and Amazon Prime app and stuff like that lets you know what you can get on the smart TVs now and stuff. So um, you're seeing a lot of that right there and stuff. So Microsoft and Xbox are there in a big way. More people, people would realize this, like, Microsoft having their next gen AI innovation, Azure AI, a lot of the .NET stuff like that with a lot of the partners there. The cloud stuff, everything like that. So really amazing show that they had there. Um, a lot of phone stuff there. I was surprised. TCL really was there in a big way, talking about their new phones and whatnot. It seems like they're trying to get themselves into that phone space as well. TCL has always made like a lot of the components for like TVs and stuff like for Samsung and the Vizios and stuff like that. Previous years and whatnot. Now obviously they're making their own TVs now as well. And Hisense was there in a big way as well. I mean, Hisense just coming up big time with like a lot of appliances, TVs, and everything. And they used to remember Hisense, like they were like the Western house kind of thing. And, people like, oh, that's the cheap TVs now. Hisense is actually 8K premium TVs now, which is amazing. So a lot of companies coming up and whatnot in the tech world. So, you got to push your tech, you got to push your platform and obviously your product and what innovations and stuff you're doing that's kind of singling you out from everybody else kind of deal, But a lot of exciting news. I'm just excited for what we're getting this. I'm a big Microsoft guy, and obviously, as you guys know, excited to see what these new Copilot computers can do. The new AI, a lot of the home automation stuff that's going into it. They had a big showing of like appliances there. Samsung had a big showing of LG. Let me see. LG had the home automation thing. They did the whole like shebang of like from a little robot thing to connected to the laundry, this, that, and the other thing. It's like crazy stuff they had going on there. Samsung had a big AI future showcase as well. Honestly, those two are like back and forth, but like for like people that come to buy just TVs for instance, right? They're like either Samsung or LG, and those are like relatively big guys. But then right now you got Hisense and TCL, like I was saying, and even Vizio and coming up in a big way and stuff. And then Lenovo was there in a big way. MSI Claw was there in a big way for handheld marketing. Steam was there talking about their new Steam OS and stuff. Like I said, Microsoft and Steam OS are integrating a lot of things for the future, software and tech and integration of storefronts for the gaming industry. Moving forward, Microsoft obviously launched their new Xbox PC hybrid. That is not a console; it is a Xbox PC hybrid. You're going to get a high-end PC spec'd out in a Xbox chassis. Pretty much what you're getting. And Microsoft's talking about the handheld. Obviously, they're already been integrating a lot of the Game Pass stuff and everything, and already existing handhelds. And now them and SteamOS are like really, locking hands with like, hey, we're going to make our storefronts unified and whatnot, and it's simple. It takes everything with you. So, a lot of great, interesting news and stuff that came out at CES. The robotics is just crazy. NVIDIA showed off these different neural processing units. Again, everybody's partnered with Microsoft. Microsoft has their own patented AI, cloud, and neural processing units, HPU chipsets. The HPU chipsets, obviously, with the holographic stuff and everything. That's what they've been doing for like almost 10 years now. Everybody on the stage was saying, hey, we're part of Microsoft, this AI, hey, we're part of Microsoft, this AI, and they're showing all these different robotics and these home automations and automotive stuff, warehousing technologies and stuff to make work safer and efficient when you're mass producing these things and this tech and everything. So it's just wild. And, people are talking about like their supercomputer chipsets that they showed on stage. Like NVIDIA came out with this big old plate, the new supercomputer chipset that they got that they're putting in all the data centers now as well. AMD came out in a big way with a lot of gaming stuff, obviously as well. The new chipsets, they have a lot more efficient mobile stuff that's going into mobile devices, laptops, tablets, things like that, phones even. A lot of great stuff. Excuse me. But I didn't want. I'm not going to make this too much of a long video because I'm trying to like just get everything on this podcast going again and whatnot. But and then get settled in. But I'll be making more videos later on in the week for sure. A longer video covering more about CES. The things I've been excited for that go even further than what gaming is and whatnot. They had a lot of cool things like like a lot of concepts and stuff. But with concepts, we know the thing about concepts, when you see concepts, it's still the prototype modes. They're still testing those things and whatnot, obviously. And some people actually own them and they're fully finished and whatnot, but they're just waiting to get them out to the rest of the world and stuff. But in order to do that, we got to have a better infrastructure for electricity. We got to have a better infrastructure for internet, and those things are still in the works right now, getting better and better. But for improvement, obviously. But before we can get this new next gen technology out there to all of us in our hands, we got to have the right infrastructure first. So that's why you probably won't see a lot of these things till like come to fruition until like 2030, maybe further than that. But future's exciting though. But hit up my channel on YouTube, and I just get everybody excited about technology. I'm just that's what you get. I don't want to do the flashy thing and do the review thing. I just want to be straightforward and just hey, let's talk tech, and a lot of great things to talk about. My background goes as far as building my first PC when I was 13 years old. Now 44, I'm all into the Microsoft AI cloud technologies of things, and technology that goes further than what the consumer base is understanding and whatnot as well. So yeah, very excited to get back to the channel, get back to it again, get back on the grind with you guys, and just subscribe to the channel, like it, whatever, get me up there. And I'm just gonna put videos up here, for my passion and love of gaming and technology in general. So I have a lot of knowledge. I don't obviously we all still learn about, as tech evolve, we all still learning about it day in and day out and whatnot as well. So yeah, very exciting times to be a tech person. But thank you guys for watching the channel, and God bless you.